How do you want to
The
kick this?
loveliest
How do you want to kick
yeets.
this thing off?
Well, I think people need to know who we are first.
Yeah.
This is the very first breath of fresh Eric and Jacob.
All right.
Boy, oh boy. So Eric Heinzman,
Yes.
of Indianian descent.
True.
We've known each other for what? I was doing the math on my way over here.
Okay.
I think it's 7 years.
Really?
Yeah.
I thought it was longer than that.
Really? What was the first
Like
us
middle
memory?
school.
Middle school.
Yeah.
What do you remember about us from middle school?
You were there. I
I
really
saw you
don't.
around.
I really don't. Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah. So let's say 10 because I
Let's
like
say
that.
let's
number.
round it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's round it up regardless.
That's
but
half of my adult life
same
is knowing Eric
Yeah.
Heinzman.
Yeah. So and we've talked about doing a podcast for
It's
years.
been yeah, actually.
Honestly.
It's been a lot of me texting concepts
Yeah.
and kind of they're more like one-off jokes of
Yeah.
concepts as opposed to like, yeah, that's worth pursuing. But I think it's interesting that we're formatting it in a way where it's like we're just talking about stuff.
Yeah.
Because I sent so many ideas over and we couldn't like pick one. So I don't know.
Yeah.
I think this suits it.
But I'm glad we're finally doing it.
Yes, very excited.
I don't know, and I know we wanted to talk about this, but everybody has a podcast.
Yes.
And so we're starting one, and we're really late to the game. And part of it was because, like, I was like, everybody's got a podcast. Like,
Yeah.
I don't want to do it. And
If
then
you can't beat them, you
beat them. Yeah, so we're joining them.
We're joining them.
But we were
'Cause we're
actually here
losing.
first because we came up with this idea several years
Yeah,
ago. so
concept on paper.
we
we're
created
first.
the podcast.
Format.
Yeah. As you can tell, because this is going so
Yeah.
well. Yeah. So here we are.
Here we are.
So
what do we have on here?
no, I mean, probably the only people listening to this are people that do know us, but let's
Yeah.
pretend like they don't.
Sure.
So,
We got it. Yes, I understand what you're saying.
yeah. So Jacob,
So Eric,
I understand that you used to be fat,
yeah,
and
yeah,
you were into a lot of interesting things.
sure. So the fat and that thing is unrelated, and my hobbies are.
I mean,
But so I was, everyone kind of has their baby fat situation.
Yeah.
Mine felt like an inexcusable amount of baby fat that stuck with me till I was 13 years old.
okay.
I remember second grade, 8-year-old Jacob hitting 100 pounds.
Wow.
Seeing 100 pounds on the scale as an 8-year-old. It'll really do something for you.
Yeah.
So, and then I got skinny, and then that was over. But these hobby situations. So, I didn't even notice when this started happening.
Yeah.
I just I would pick up different like hobbies and activities, just like every 3 months or so. Kind of get interested, and it's a big range. So. A famous one of, not even famous, infamous one of mine is skateboarding.
Yeah.
And when I get into these things, I go all out. I spend lots of money. I spend lots of time. I ignore my friends and family, and I just like dive into this thing, right? So skateboarding, I had a couple buddies who were into skateboarding, and I went out and I bought my own board, like built a board, like easily $180
Yeah.
to something I'd never tried before.
Right. You got to go all in.
You have to, and you don't have to. You don't need to do that. But
yeah.
So I built the board, went to the skate park, and the skate park from our area is it's safe. I'd say.
Are you talking about Forest Park?
I'm talking about Forest Park.
Yeah.
I'd say it's safe. I wouldn't say it's fun to hang out at. For
It depends on what your interests are,
Yes,
you know?
and-
like if you want to take your shirt off and smoke cigarettes. Then
yes,
Yeah.
which is not what I wanted to do. I just wanted to shred.
Right. Yeah. You were in it to.
For the sport.
Yeah. You were trying to go pro.
Yeah, and I remember I started and quit within 2 weeks because it was very vivid. So I couldn't ride very well. I would hang out on the fence and practice ollies. And that seemed to
Like
be
holding on to
yeah,
the
I would hold
fence?
on to the fence.
Yeah,
so I couldn't
yeah.
I couldn't even transport myself via skateboard. So I remember I was just going and I tried to turn a little. I was like, trying to lean a little bit, and I didn't fall off, but I lost my balance, and I get off the board, and this like 10-year-old kid on his BMX bike rides up next to me, and he goes, "Hey, you suck ass at riding skateboard." So I left and I went back. I was like, that's enough.
Oh, that's so funny. Yeah.
It's unfortunate.
BMX kids suck, though.
Do they?
Yeah.
I guess I don't. That's the only encounter I've had with a BMX kid.
Well, and he sucked. But so it's, yeah, that's hilarious, though. You suck ass at skateboards.
Okay, thank you. That's as much criticism as I needed.
All right, beautiful.
To be done.
And we'll, as this progresses, we have no idea what we're doing, but as this progresses, we'll learn a lot more about you.
Yeah.
And,
can't wait. But we gotta go. It's called Breath of Fresh Eric. So we need to talk about Eric. And from what I've known about you, I don't know if you were fat. Were you fat?
I was never fat. No.
Okay. So
I kind of look like I do now.
Okay.
For a long time.
Mm-hmm.
I hit puberty when I was like 12.
Okay.
And so I've grown 3 inches since like my 13th birthday.
Really?
Yeah. So I've looked exactly like this.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, I was pretty good at sports in middle school because I was,
ahead of the game.
Yeah. Like a high schooler,
Looking, yeah.
But like,
Yeah.
Doesn't mean I was good.
Sure.
It was just like, oh yeah, you're bigger and faster than all these kids. Like,
yeah, get up there.
You're a star, kid.
Yeah.
And then I was like,
and everyone caught up. Yeah.
Yeah. And then I quit growing, and then,
Then you were average.
Interesting little fun fact we're going to share on the first episode of this. So, I ran track for a long time, and I quit running track in high school.
Mm-hmm.
It was my sophomore year.
So what, 15?
I was having, I think I was 16.
Mm-hmm.
I was having a lot of stomach problems.
Okay.
And I was freaking out because I tend to catastrophize things.
Yeah.
And so I was like, oh, I've got stomach ulcers, like, oh, I've got Crohn's disease, like all this stuff. And then, like, I think I was just stressed out. But so I was running track, and I ran winter track.
Mm-hmm.
And so as a sophomore, I was on the varsity 4x2 team.
Okay.
So indoor, a full lap is 200 meters.
Sure.
So it was like 4 people running a lap. So I was running the second lap.
Yeah.
And our team was in first,
Uh-huh.
tied for first. It was a close race. And so then I got the baton, and I was booking it. It was my PR, fastest 200, like 10 feet before the finish line where we pass it off. My body locked up, and I just went shaboom and just ate it and passed out.
Yeah.
Somebody
passed out. Wow.
Yeah, somebody grabbed the baton.
Finished the race.
So I hit the ground, and then it was Joel Taylor who grabbed the baton. I hit the ground and popped back up, and then like waddled off, and then fell down, passed out. Next thing I know,
you're champions.
We came in third, and it was 100% my fault. We would have won.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, and then I woke up on the ground of this indoor track with like a banana with a few bites eaten out of it, just like touching the ground. It's got a bunch of dirt on it. And then like potassium pills in my other hand.
Yeah.
And then like one of our friend's sisters, Lydia Knoll, was standing over me like, "Are you okay?" And I was like, "No." Like, so yeah, since then, it's been exactly like that every day of my life.
Wait, what? Like you pass out or you need bananas?
No,
You're running track every day?
Just like, I pass out, fall down, and come in third. You know what I mean? Like, it's just kind of like
that's
where
I've
been consistent since then. So I'm 21 now. So
it's a metaphor. I'm tracking.
Yeah.
Okay.
Some quick math. That's 5 years. So
that's a little bit about us.
That's yeah.
That's why you should be listening to this podcast.
Yeah. And so let's talk about that. Why should you listen to this? We don't know yet.
Yeah, it's a sell. It's a tough sell.
Yeah, it's a tough sell. We are not comedians, and we don't have a fan base.
No,
and
we've done nothing else.
We are just talking, and that's the podcast.
Yeah.
So
I like to think there's a bit of charm in
Yeah.
what we're doing.
We think we're hilarious.
Yeah,
And so that's what we're
yeah.
selling. We're
Yeah,
selling.
the idea of us.
Yeah. And we're really into it, but
Sure.
we're the only two people that think we're funny. So far.
Right now, yeah. There's looking at you.
Yeah.
So yeah, we don't know what it's gonna take to. Eventually, we're gonna have guest stars. What level of fame do you think we could achieve? And not us, but like to get someone here to talk like within a year.
Yeah.
Like no way, like Dwayne Johnson levels of fame.
No.
But like, are we talking like E-list actors?
He might be like the pinnacle.
The pinnacle, like okay,
We're not going D.
Yeah, we're
we're not getting there.
I picture someone like moderately famous on Twitter, like maybe over 20,000,
or like somebody with an interesting story that nobody knows.
Yes,
like somebody who's been an extra in like 100 films or something.
Oh, that's neat.
And then like, so I would enjoy that.
Yeah,
but
that's the goal. That's
that's the goal. We want you.
Yeah. If you're out there.
Nobody who's like acted.
Okay, like legitimately.
Like, yeah.
Okay.
Even like bad movies, I don't think.
Sure. So any amount of being on a set legitimizes their career, which makes them unable to be on
above
this.
us.
Yes,
yeah. So, yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
Cool.
There's one really special thing that I wanted to talk to you about today.
Yes.
And I don't know if you've looked at it yet, but I would like you to see my shirt.
Yeah. Can you describe it for me?
I'm gonna stand up really quick so you can take it in, and then I will describe it.
Okay. Yeah. Here, I'll describe it. So in the top left corner here, we have a Native American, an Apache, perhaps. This is all ghost, by the way. Like
racist?
No, it's not. Is it? I don't know. An Indian tribe. Native American tribe. So it's a ghost of a Native American riding a horse, slightly green tint. In the middle, we have a pioneer, a Britishman on a horse, definitely period piece-esque. His ghost is white, and on the bottom, there is a skeleton wearing a flannel riding a Harley Davidson. In the nighttime, dark shirt, very dark shirt.
Yes. So
please wow me.
Pretty accurate description. T-shirt is called Knight Rider.
Oh, okay.
And yes, it is. I believe what they're saying is like, people that ride Harleys are the modern day warriors, and then the only two other kinds of warriors are Civil War soldiers and then Native Americans.
Mm-hmm.
And they're riding a motorcycle on the desert. So I got this T-shirt at a truck stop in Kentucky.
Okay.
Which is, I think, the most Kentucky thing that I've ever seen. Guess how much the shirt cost?
I'd gas station, Kentucky T-shirt, $15.
$17.
Okay.
And I did pay for it. But so what I think is so amazing about this is that there is I don't know how many gas station like truck stops you have stopped at, but there's like, the spinning display of all these T-shirts.
Yeah.
And they all had skeletons on them, or wolves.
Oh wow.
Or Native Americans, or some of them just had like semi trucks on them. And so I was thinking, like, who buys these?
Yeah.
So I bought one.
Yeah.
Yeah. But like, everybody doesn't buy them for a joke,
Oh, like unironically.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I almost bought one that said "Hammer Down," and it was just a big rig semi with flames on it. I thought about that, but I couldn't justify buying two.
Yeah.
So yeah.
So you're wearing it, ironically?
I haven't decided.
Okay.
So I don't think anybody is going to say anything to me about it.
Yeah.
But like, I walked here wearing this,
Sure.
Nobody said anything. But now it's on the internet, I guess.
Yeah.
So it's like,
it's up for everyone else's.
it's kind of out at this point.
Yeah.
And I spent $17 on it, so I think that like, regardless of if it's ironic or not, I'm wearing it.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
like, I want to wear it because I spent money on it, you know?
Sure. I don't know. This, like, the concept behind it's super neat. I don't know how well it translates to a t-shirt.
It definitely does not translate to a t-shirt. And I don't know why the Native American is green.
Yeah.
And I don't know why, like, there isn't like a, you know, like a soldier, you know, like a modern day.
Yeah.
Well, I guess because they don't exist.
Yeah.
You know?
They don't ride horses. Right?
I think so.
I would
Maybe that
think.
is what it is. Horsepower, baby.
Yeah.
But, like, I don't know.
Huh.
Yeah.
Well, that's a great shirt.
Thank you.
I'm glad you wanted to talk about it.
Thank you. I just, you know.
The hype has been built up. I went to bed thinking about what you'd have to say about your shirt.
Oh, wow. Well, yeah. Here it is.
Thank you for bringing this
You
today.
know, of course.
Yeah.
Of course.
Well, I think this is the perfect time for a commercial break.
Oh, yeah.
Which is one thing that you can find if you subscribe to Breath of Fresh Eric and Jacob. We are unofficially sponsored by these brands. I wrote these commercial punchlines in hopes that we would one day be sponsored by them. So first off, we're going to take a break here. The Breath of Fresh Eric and Jacob podcast is brought to you by Crest Toothpaste, a hygiene product that sounds suspiciously like crust. There's one. 2 more in the bank.
Beautiful.
Does it not? Tell me it doesn't.
No, it does.
Yeah.
And so again, not sponsored by Crust.
No, not
but not yet.
Crust.
But we will be
Mm-hmm.
when we get, you know,
Yeah.
our E-list actors on.
We're
here.
gonna start bringing in bottles of toothpaste.
Yes,
to
and just stack
eating
them up.
them. Yeah.
yeah. We're gonna have
Slurping
contests.
down some toothpaste. Yeah.
Yeah. Beautiful.
Up next, I know we wanted to talk about Iron Man 2.
Oh.
Yeah. This had some
Yeah.
significance between Eric and I's relationship.
This did. So I don't even know if it's a good movie. I don't remember much about the movie.
Sure. It's fun.
But
it's a fun ride.
It's fun.
Yeah.
The Iron Man, when Iron Man came out, it was like,
It was some stuff.
yeah, this is cool. This is fun. And so in Iron Man 2, what's the guy's name?
Justin Hammer.
Justin.
Or Jason Hammer. One of the two.
Jason Hammer.
Yeah.
Jay Hammer.
Sam Elliott. Not Sam Elliott.
No, not
Sam
Elliott.
Rockwell.
Sam
yeah.
Rockwell. Not Sam Elliott.
Yeah.
Very different. So he's trying to sell these weapons to the military. This is this is the capstone scene
Yeah,
that has
absolutely.
captivated much of Jacob and I's conversations. And he is just a goofball, I guess, and is saying all these things and trying to sell all these super big weapons to
Very hyping it up. He's using a lot of comparing them to things.
Right.
A lot of vivid imagery.
yes,
Is kind of his shtick.
exactly funny, very like charming, casual.
Yeah,
like, you know,
absolutely.
like he's
I'd buy
done this
weapons
pitch
from
before.
him.
Exactly,
Yeah.
exactly. And then they're like not seeming to have any of it, and then he gets to
The ex-wife missile.
the ex-wife.
Yeah. And the way he describes this, it's very built up because before he's kind of like rat-a-tatting
Yeah.
these weapons,
Yes.
but then it slows down. The music dims. The music,
Yeah,
gets quieter, and
it stops.
yeah. And he goes, "This is the money. This is my." What does he say? This is my Mona Lisa.
yeah.
He like compares it to all these beautiful works of art.
yeah.
And then
He's like, these are the Cubans, baby.
these are the Cubans, baby. So that
The Monte
descriptor,
Cristos.
yeah, So that descriptor specifically holds a very special place for Eric and I.
yeah.
So one night we were staying. This was in high school. Staying the night at a buddy's place, and sleeping on the floor, lights out. One of those 1 a.m.er, just kind of talking.
Yeah.
And I don't even know what someone else had said, but they were describing something, and it was good. And you go, "These are the Cubans, baby." And in pitch black darkness, I go, "Eric, did you just quote Iron Man 2?"
And I did.
And that was what he did.
And for some reason, it was probably because it was like, 1 to 3 in the morning, but we thought that was the funniest thing ever.
Yeah, like we didn't watch the movie.
No.
Hadn't talked about it.
And I obviously don't know the movie very well, so I don't even know why that stuck into my head, but it did.
Yeah,
And so, like, not exaggerating, we bring that up once a month to
easily,
each other.
yeah.
Yeah. and I have no idea why, but I still think it's hilarious.
It's
every
the greatest,
time
yeah. To be able to say it's great on multiple levels because it means you knew that quote was from Iron Man 2.
Right, which is kind of obscure. I guess.
And I knew that quote was from Iron Man 2.
Which is funnier.
And to call you out socially and say you quoted maybe the least popular Iron Man movie in the franchise.
Maybe.
That I think that's why it's special.
Yeah.
It had layers to it.
And the reason why we wanted to bring this up is because originally, because we say the Cubans so much, originally we were thinking about naming the podcast The Cubans.
Yeah.
And then we realized that neither of us are Cuban.
Very misleading.
And nothing that we're talking about has anything to do with Cuba.
Or cigars.
Yeah. Anything.
Or weapons.
Yeah. So...
That's important to us.
Yeah,
As you get to know Eric and I, you can come up to either of us and say, these are the Cubans, and that would go very appreciated.
Yes.
To know that you're... You know.
I definitely would not know how to react. I would probably just laugh and then walk away and then talk to Jacob about it immediately.
Yeah.
So if you want that, come up to me and say that.
Yeah. We'll tell each other about it. Boy, oh boy. I guess one thing we have kind of in the chamber here. We have worked on one thing together. So this was a class project of mine, a mockumentary about boom operators.
Yeah.
Played by Eric Heinzman himself. His name was Eric Heinzman. Do we want to watch this? Do we want to? What do you think? We could describe it.
Yeah, I think we could describe it and then we can cut it in.
Cut it in.
If
absolutely.
Yeah.
Cool. So do you remember much about doing that?
Yeah, I do, because I'm not an actor, as you will see when you watch this. But I am a boom guy, and Jacob is a pretty talented writer, and we are both,
as you can see by my Crest commercials.
But I guess for those of you who don't know, we studied like production, audio, and film, and so this was one of Jacob's projects, and because he knows me and I'm a boom guy, he was like, "Hey, you should be you should be the boom guy." And so I, get into my head when acting and things like that, and I just, it's like pretty difficult for me to like on the spot do things. And so yes, I remember it very well because I was kind of freaking out the whole time. But I think it ended up well, and I think me being awkward kind of
absolutely
made it better.
You were the perfectly. I applaud the casting of you
that you did.
That
you applaud yourself for casting me.
Wow,
this.
I'm good.
Yeah.
No, that was great. Very Office style. Very uncomfortable, awkward.
Yeah.
My favorite part of this whole thing is when it was toward the end. Someone's at a vending machine and they drop their wallet. And I actually watched this last night. It's very vivid.
It was Nick.
It was
right?
Nick,
yeah.
our good buddy Nick. He drops his wallet, and you notice that he drops his wallet. So you pick it up and you get his attention and you bring it back to him. And upon returning the wallet on the handoff, he looks you dead in the eye and gives you the bird.
Yeah. Never met Nick before that day.
It's just such a courteous gesture.
Yeah.
And to get responded, for the response to be utter disrespect.
Yeah.
That's hilarious to me.
That is, yeah.
We will have to cut that in here just to...
Oh, we're definitely going to cut it in.
Cool.
Probably before what we're talking about right now.
Okay. Real meta.
Yeah. So my favorite was meeting Joe.
Joe,
who was the director, who is such a sweetheart in real life. And he was just an absolute monster the whole time.
Speeding, scene 2 3/4, take 66. Action.
So we've been together a week.
Cut! Are you kidding me right now? Did you just see that? Please tell me what you did. Did you just black out and not notice what you were doing? The boom mic hit this beautiful man in the face. He's trying to propose to the love of his life. Seriously, I've never seen that before. If you do that one more time, you're out. Roll it again. Jesus.
This is about how it is every time on set. I wouldn't use the word abusive, but it's pretty close.
Oh, right. Cut. Hey, phenomenal job. I love the interaction there. Boom mic guy, you still suck, all right? You're giving me this really bad vibe.
It's really just for exposure. Like, I'd quit if I could, but this is the only audio job out there, and I guess it's the best way to get into the industry.
Higher, hey, little higher. Seriously, higher. Guy, can you please go higher? This is terrible. This is pathetic.
Yeah, so using a boom pole isn't really that hard. Like, you just plug in an XLR to the back of a microphone and screw on the back of the blimp. Then you plug the XLR into an audio recorder. It's not too hard, but some people don't understand it.
I don't even know who this guy is. He keeps showing up on my set and lowering this thing into my shot.
He's recording audio.
Recording what?
Yeah. So sometimes on set they bring craft services, which is like they'll bring like sandwiches or like whatever. Why is he here?
One of the most degrading aspects of the job is having to put lav mics on actors. They really like their personal space, and nobody seems to know who I am.
All right, if I could just lob you up real quick.
No.
Lob, Mike.
Hell no!
Lob you up.
No!
Surprisingly, the hardest part is getting nat sound. Nobody seems to know what natural sound means.
Are you done yet? Holy man.
It's not just on set either. Everywhere I go, people seem to hate me.
Hey man, you forgot your wallet.
Yeah, I know this is how the job goes, but I love what I do, and I'm not going to give up.
Yeah. So I hope you enjoyed watching the Boom Guy.
Yeah, we're at the end now.
Yeah, we're at the
See
end.
how that
of this.
editing worked?
The magic of editing. This is what we went to school for, guys. Yeah. So don't tell any of our professors because they might be disappointed in us.
Mm-hmm. That's hilarious. I have another commercial lined up for you.
Oh yeah, lay it
If you'd
on
like
me.
to hear it. A little edgier, this one. The Breath of Fresh Eric and Jacob podcast is brought to you by Easy Mac. If making macaroni wasn't easy enough already. Easy Mac. Macaroni for those who find boiling a pot of water too difficult. The last one will bring it home, I promise. This.
And
I can see you're underwhelmed.
No,
by the-
I'm not underwhelmed. I'm not underwhelmed. I really enjoy it.
My
but
feelings won't get hurt. There's going to be a lot of these.
That's me.
Yeah. Oh, it is. Oh, dear.
Yeah, so I was
I've targeted.
personally targeted. That's why my response. Because boiling water is difficult and time consuming.
It is time consuming. I'll give you that much.
And do you put salt in it? Do you not? You know, like what's the deal?
Okay. Do you put salt in Easy Mac?
I don't make Easy Mac.
You wait. Okay. So you still
I
feel
just
targeted.
don't eat mac and cheese
You
because boiling water is too much work.
that,
You know what's in my pantry right now,
What's
Jacob?
that?
SpaghettiOs and meatballs
In a
and
can?
beefaroni in a can, Jacob. I got bologna and cheese in the fridge.
I'm on that kindergarten diet.
Yes.
Boy.
And this is why, okay, so this is an interesting thing about being a college student.
Mm-hmm.
So, went to Walmart. It's the Amazon of real life.
Oh wow. Hot take.
And so I was like, you know what? I want mouthwash. I'm sick and tired of not having mouthwash. So I went there. I got a 2-pack. I was like, I'm going all in on some crust mouthwash, okay? And so then I'm like, you know what? I'm going to get those little flossy sticks.
Yeah.
Because,
They're great.
yeah, and like the times of your little AirPod case of floss,
Yeah.
over. I don't want to do it anymore.
You're describing a container of floss.
Yeah, and I don't know,
By comparing it to
to something that has happened later, like Walmart and Amazon. Yes,
Yes, okay.
We are on the same
Wow.
page. So then I was like, I'm gonna get the big bag because
of these floss sticks.
of these little floss sticks. Yeah, mint flavored. Please lay it on me. So obviously, I'm trying to care about my hygiene here, and I was like, you know what? I need some more bar soap.
You're
And
a bar
so
soap guy.
I am a bar soap guy.
Okay.
I wasn't a bar soap guy, and then I became a bar soap guy.
We can get back into that. But
Yeah. And so then I was like, I'm gonna get this Dove 3-pack of men's soap.
You're just bulking it.
I'm bulking it
Yeah.
because then it's like, you know what I mean? It's cheaper, then I don't have to do it again. You know what I mean? And I'm out of soap. I got the little sliver.
Ooh, dear.
You know what I mean? And so then I was like, you know what? I'm gonna do this. So I end up putting several more things into my cart. Because it's like, why not? I've got a cat. I got her a little scratch pad.
Yeah.
And then, so I went the long ways to the food, and I had picked up several things. And so I'm like, I don't have enough money for food.
Yeah.
And so then I was like, what's cheap? And went to the can section. Guess how much
Some
beefaroni is? Guess how much?
A can of beefaroni is $2.
87 cents. I got 5, Jacob.
Wow. Maybe you're doing it right.
Well,
Easy Max still too hard.
exactly. I don't even have to use a can opener on this stuff. It's like a soda.
Just crack it open.
You just crack it open. Yeah. My grandpa used to feed his dog SpaghettiOs and meatballs just out of the can. Just crack open the can, put it in his dog food.
Were they healthy? Healthy pets?
It's kind of hard to say. It was a
Okay.
chow,
Yeah.
so they're really puffy.
Oh,
So,
I mean, that seems fitting.
yeah, his name was Bear.
So it's self-fulfilling. He needed to be big.
Yeah.
Because of the name.
But yeah. So I don't remember why I told you that, but no, I still don't. But yeah, so and then it was like, well, I've got some bread still, but I didn't have any lunch meat, so I was like, I guess I'll get some bologna.
We're kind of talking about your, for lack of a better word, your childish food habits.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm defending myself.
Yes,
because I'm
And
poor.
I'm attacking you. Yeah.
Yeah, that's right. Because I am poor, that is what I'm doing, and I value my hygiene. And so it's
okay.
like, I had to make the sacrifice of like, do
To
I
bulk buy
want
mouthwash.
to use soap,
Oh, okay. We're back. Yes.
or do I want orange
Food.
chicken?
Okay.
Like,
oh, okay. Yeah, you're sacrificing quality of life
yes,
in one area.
exactly.
Gotcha. Okay.
Also forgot to mention, got shampoo and conditioner. None of this 2-in-1 stuff.
Nice.
Because it doesn't work.
Do you? Okay. That's worthy of discussion. Is
Yes.
the 2-in-1 3-in-1?
Yeah, 3-in-1. What's the third thing?
So-
soap.
I will throw this out there. I
Yeah.
own a bottle of 3-in-1.
Okay.
I use my 3-in-1.
Is it Old Spice?
It is Old Spice. It's great. I use it for traveling and like camping.
No, I feel like that's okay.
See? Okay, thank you. It seems to be on Twitter. Even it comes up every once in a while.
Yeah.
Like jabs get made at users of the 2-in-1, 3-in-1.
Yeah.
I believe the 3-in-1 on the bottle, it's shampoo, condish, and body wash. So it is soap. As
Yeah.
much as that was a joke,
Yeah.
the third cell is you got
You
soap
got
in
this
there
and
too.
you just put it all over your body. You just
yeah, all over.
all over.
So you don't use the 2-in-1, 3-in-1?
I did last week, and when I went to the store and bought shampoo and conditioner, I no longer do. It is still
Okay.
in my shower, and I look at it every time I bathe and say, ha,
And you can witness the growth.
I'm above you.
Yes.
I even
You
put it
2-in-1.
lower
You,
so I can look down on it.
so it can watch me use
Yeah.
the shampoo
It's
and
still
conditioner.
it's still half full.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna use it.
You are unwanted.
Don't care. Yeah. So yeah, the thing with 2-in-1 is like, oh, I'm a dude. But see, the thing is, if you go to Wally World
Yeah.
and you look in the men's healthcare section, find me some men's shampoo and then some men's conditioner. There are no, they
so
don't exist.
Okay.
I got some.
In Wally World.
Yeah. I also, full disclosure, not very good at looking at things. I do.
Full disclosure, I didn't try.
I
but-
did try for
Okay.
like 15 minutes, but that doesn't mean that it wasn't right in front of me the whole time.
Sure.
You know what I mean? Your mom's
Yeah.
like,
One
go
of
get
the-
this from the pantry. And then you're like,
When she finds it.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay.
So it could have been
So
one
you-
of those situations,
you ne-
but there was like only 2-in-1. And I'm
Okay.
like, I don't want 2-in-1. I came here to not, I specifically came right here
I
to
am
not
on a
get
mission.
2-in-1. And so then I get some stuff that like is probably for women.
Sure.
But,
It's separated.
and it smells like
its
sea
own-
breeze.
Yeah.
So
You need to. It sounds like next time you're there looking for it, you need to find. I'm gonna. Excuse me.
nice.
Ooh,
Do it
breath of
right
fresh
into the
air.
right into the mic next time.
You need to find a motherly figure and say please.
My mom?
No, just generically.
Mm.
It'll be tough. You'll have to assume some things about people. May go over poorly, but you'll have your separate men's shampoo and condition.
Well, I'm really digging the Dove Sea Breeze currently. Probably gonna change it up.
Yeah.
I remember one time, distinctively in, I think it was in high school.
Yeah.
When I was living with my parents. I had this 2-in-1 shampoo conditioner that smelled like tangerines, and it made me sick to my stomach every morning.
Okay.
And I don't know if it was because I was hungry or if it's because I don't like tangerines.
Okay.
But so I'm staying away from the fruit scented things.
Okay. That was heading a direction that I was prepared for you to say that you ate the shampoo out
I
of
did
hunger.
not eat the shampoo out of hunger. I went downstairs and, made myself some cereal or something.
Yeah. Okay. So fruit scented. I don't like fruit scented candles or food scented candles in general.
Food, yes.
Make me hungry. They do.
Yeah.
And
then
like
you want to eat the candle and then you got to go to the emergency
then you have a
room.
candle inside of you.
Yeah.
I was thinking more like if you have like an apple pie candle, you burn it, smells like apple pie. I want apple pie. That's
go
a hassle.
buy an apple pie.
See, no. You can't.
Also, I did buy a pumpkin pie
Yes.
on top of my SpaghettiOs and meatballs, which was probably an unwise decision because I could have just bought regular lunch meat instead of the pumpkin pie. But I
Yeah.
bought the pumpkin pie.
In lieu of, nutritious food.
Yes.
Yeah, okay.
So go
That's
ahead.
a struggle.
Go ahead.
Oh, I don't even know. We just went in the weeds there. is what
Yeah,
we
you
did.
were talking about apple pie.
Oh, yeah, so I don't use food scented candles.
Yeah, that's cool. Yeah.
I have another commercial if you think
You
it's
know?
time for one. I don't know what time are we
let's
looking
space
at?
it out. We're at 35.
Oh, we are.
Yeah.
That's plenty of time.
Yeah.
Oh dear.
Oh no.
Oh, dear.
We're underprepared.
No, when we were talking about the boom guy, it
Yeah.
made me think of another project that we more recently worked on. My rap song. We
We don't cuss.
No.
Oh
Yeah.
What was the name of it?
It was about directions.
Yes,
It was called
you did this for a
Directions.
class project.
Yes,
and you spent way more time on it than anyone else did on another project.
Yeah.
Because
It was
you
exciting.
can't. You're not a rapper.
I'm not a rapper. It was a rap song.
It was a rap song.
By like technical terms, I would not call it, like a rap. Like I'm into rap songs, so I listen to this music.
Yeah.
So it's we can talk about it a little bit. We can throw it in there too in the edit, make it all fancy. I have
Outro.
Yeah. I have I made a lyric video. I don't know if I ever sent that to you, but just for the sake of presenting it.
Oh yeah, you did.
Yeah, I have a lyric video.
Yeah, exciting.
So Eric and I are not strangers to attempting to make rap songs.
Yeah.
What was different about this one is there was a part of me deep down that thought if this went really, really well, it could be the start of a parody rap career.
Yeah.
I could never rap seriously and
Yeah.
be taken seriously. And you'll listen, when you hear this song, that it's not good. I mean, produced very well. Like, I would argue the quality is there, but I am not there.
Yeah. Which I think makes it funnier.
It's more funny because it's laughable, not funny because I executed punchlines well. I was going for a Lil Dicky-esque tone. He cracks me up. So
yeah.
Any amount of being close to that quality was what I was going for. And, if you decided to listen to the song, you'll see that that was not the case. It was very much I was trying.
Yeah. 2008 Chevy Equinox. Black. Dent on the above the wheel. Sometimes the locks don't always work with my key fob. Red light, 5th and Main, front left slow and I don't have change. My girlfriend saw but she kept restrained. I forgot her car charger in the tray at home. She mad. Papa left at the next light. On a street where Google Maps doesn't work right. Fast turn made my seatbelt too tight and I'm in my smallest pair of jeans. I'm sad. Sneak a glance at my boo thing. On her cell phone trying to make a boomerang. Take my best guess, whip right 2 lanes. She looks up for a minute like,
why'd you turn here?
I thought it'd be quicker.
Wait, what street is it? Where are we?
Google Maps stopped working.
We've been
and I
driving
don't
for
know
like
this
8
area.
minutes. Just turn left up here.
Turn left, bad news. Road closed up ahead, make a dude choose. Booze dozing off, can't even look too. About to make a big move. Don't even know where I'm facing. Map still broke, says I'm driving and placing. My girl's passed out, drew a law on her face then. I catch her off guard with a sick ass chorus.
Please tell me where to go. I'm tired of trying to figure it out on my own. Normally I'd use more discretion, but we're not getting anywhere without directions. Yeah.
30 minutes later, 10 minutes behind. Tension's still there, please don't remind. On the highway now, we all in line. She's playing some stupid song. Bad sound interrupts her Spotify. On the dash, gaslight, that's a bind. Boo thanks song glared at me this time. Now I got it coming for me. Next ramp's a quarter mile ahead. Google Maps had like glitchy no service again. You should have got an iPhone, my girlfriend says. We have the same carrier, so it shouldn't matter. Pulled off in this weird ass town. Found a station called Chubbs, no others around. Before you lock the doors, leave the windows down. Wait a minute, think she meant rolled up? Gas here is only $2.83. I tap on her door, say look how cheap. She taps her watch, mouths half to pee. Yeah, these toilets are shady. Full tank, get back in. I gotta take a left, boy, try again. I start a right turn, then she hits my shin. Was there no alternative? Was there no alternative? Was there no alternative? Key fob.
Please tell me where to go. I'm tired of trying to figure it out on my own. Normally I'd use more discretion, but we're not getting anywhere without directions. Yeah.
Yeah.
But we had a blast doing that. And
we
that
did.
Yeah.
That was so much fun. We were just like cracking up in my bedroom.
In the bedroom studio.
Yeah. Which is, my bedroom is a glorified closet.
Yeah, very small.
It is very
similar,
small.
comparable to this room.
Yeah.
Which you can see the size of.
Yes. I have a
if you
twin
watch
mattress.
the video element of this podcast.
I'm 21 years old and I sleep on a twin mattress.
Yeah. That's not out of the question. I don't think.
Yeah, I guess
at
you're
this
right.
Stage.
I just don't want to be. You know? I'd
more of a
I'd much rather not be sleeping on a twin mattress.
Yeah.
You know, it's not even big enough for me and my cat.
Yeah. Was that a concern? Is that?
Well, I mean, she likes to snuggle up at night.
Gotcha. Okay.
My cat's name is Joyce. We can talk about her.
We can.
So
welcome to our podcast where we talk about Eric's cat.
Yeah, no need to listen to this.
We can skip. We'll let you know when we're done talking about
Yeah,
the cat,
yeah.
so you can stop there.
Yeah, it's probably gonna be 1 minute from now if you want to skip ahead. But yeah, my cat's name is Joyce. I rescued her from the cold depths of Muncie, Indiana.
Mm-hmm.
And she's kind of mean, but she likes me a lot. And I named her Joyce after the TV show
favorite
Stranger
receptionist.
Things.
Oh.
No. My mom actually came up with a name, and I was like,
Oh,
sure.
that's sweet.
But I'm into people's names for animals
Yeah.
because I think it's funny.
Yeah.
Like
No, it is.
my parents have a poodle,
Dennis.
and his name is Harold.
Yeah, yeah.
And yeah, so when I went to go get this shirt, went to Knoxville,
Full
Tennessee
circle.
this
Oh
weekend.
my gosh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And went to see some family in Bryson City, North Carolina.
Mm-hmm.
They're retired. They live on the side of a mountain. Their
Mm.
house is sideways.
That's sweet. Or is
yeah.
it not?
No, it is. It was just super scary getting up there. You know when you drive around and then you see houses up on the mountain and you're like, how do you get up there?
Yeah.
Like they live in one of those.
Gotcha.
And I got up there. And it's just like
Let
a
me tell you.
1-lane hairpin thing. And then
Yeah.
just like halfway up, it was like, oh, it's going to be gravel now.
Yeah.
So you're just like, cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, but yeah, they have 2 dogs.
Mm-hmm.
They have a Chihuahua Rat Terrier mix
Okay.
named Pete.
Great.
His name was Antonio. And then my great aunt Lola said, that's a French name. I'm going to name him Pete
Okay.
because Chihuahuas, are from Mexico.
Are not French.
Yeah, but Pete is not a Spanish name, and Antonio is a Spanish name.
Yeah.
Maybe there are some French people named Antonio, but
Speaking of this, my aunt also owns not a Chihuahua. It's something really small. I would not be surprised if there's some Chihuahua sprinkled in there.
Yeah.
His name is Carlos,
okay.
which is a little bit more,
Yeah.
on par with that situation.
Right.
But we, for the longest time, we could never remember his name. So we usually, she's a big fan of cooking Mexican food.
Yeah.
So we would just throw out whatever had on our plate, and that's what his name was for the day. Hey, Chiquito.
Yeah.
Hey, Taco.
I had a Chihuahua named Nacho,
Yes.
which
awesome.
I'm sure you remember.
Yes.
Nacho was the dude. And yeah, so big fan of that.
Yeah.
Oh, their Basset Hound's name is Barney.
Barney.
Barney the Basset Hound.
Sweet.
Which is perfect.
Yeah. Ba-ba-ba.
So yeah, Jacob, I have a scenario for you.
Hit me.
So if you had to
Mm-hmm.
do one or the other,
Okay.
which one would you do in this scenario that I'm going to lay out for you
Okay.
now? If you had to
Mm-hmm.
cut off your pinky finger,
Pinky finger.
one that you probably don't use very much,
Mm-hmm.
with one of those cigar slicers,
Ooh.
you
Yeah.
had to do it yourself,
Okay.
or you had to be celibate for the rest of your life.
Pinky finger.
Same.
Pinky finger. Okay, good.
Yeah. Yeah.
Cool. That'd be a tough thing. That's a gangster move.
That
like
is a gangster
classic
move.
gangster.
Classic. Yeah.
Yeah. That's a hey Johnny.
Speaking
give me
of
the-
gangster, if you had to cut off a horse's head and put it
Ooh.
in somebody's bed,
Whose
or
bed? Oh, okay. Yes,
be
continue.
voluntarily, I can't speak,
Yeah.
celibate for the rest of your life.
Yeah. What? See,
Yeah.
that's just
The Godfather, baby.
yeah. Like at what? So you're asking? It's essentially, what lengths would you go to?
What would
to
you do for a
not-
Klondike bar, Jacob? Yeah.
Oh man.
I don't know if I'd be able to cut off a horse's head.
Oh, wait, I'm doing that.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm the one doing it.
Maybe with some help, but I feel like it might be pretty difficult.
You're the only person that I could reasonably ask to do that at this point. I mean, whether or not you say no, but
It depends on what they did.
You would understand the situation
Yeah. Well, I presented
more
it
or
to
less.
you. So.
Yeah. Man, I don't. Yes,
Yeah.
I would do it.
Yeah.
I don't. That's some ethical That's an ethical dilemma that you've presented me.
Yeah. I don't know if I'd be able to cut off a horse's head. What else we got on the docket, Jacob?
I do. I do have one actually.
Yeah.
The What's in Your Wallet.
Oh.
Not sponsored by Capital One.
Yeah.
So what we're gonna do is for the sake of this first one, you're going to pull something out of your wallet and explain why it's in there. And we're looking for non-traditional wallet items.
Okay.
You would know what that means. Let me grab mine.
So is it like just? Am I looking for something interesting, or is it just the first thing that I come across?
Something worth explaining.
Okay. Oh. All right.
Got one?
I have a personal vendetta against this thing that's in my wallet.
What do we got?
A Rickers gift card. Rickers is a local gas station that has now closed down. Mm-hmm. Guess how much money's on this gift card, Jacob?
$3.
$100.
You have $100 Rickers.
And guess what I can't use? This $100 Rickers card because they all went out of business after I got this card.
Wow.
Yeah, so now I keep it in my wallet, and it's in the front pocket, and I just look at it. It says Rickers,
scold.
and then I just get so mad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Was this gifted to you?
This was a Christmas present.
Okay.
From somebody who I don't really know very well, and they were just like, I need to get him something like, I'm going to show him that I have money.
Gotcha.
And then, so they got me this, and there were only like 4 to begin with, so it's like not convenient, you know, but it was like, I can do this,
Yeah.
And then like a month later, they were all closed
Shut
down,
down?
and now it's Get Go.
So is that, you can't use that there?
No, yeah, because it's not a Rickers, and Rickers doesn't exist. And Rickers didn't even know how to use their gift cards. You would go in there, and they'd be like, oh, yeah, we can't do that. It's like, okay. So, yeah.
Unfortunate. So it's not, do you throw that away? Oh, you do. Here we go.
Yeah.
Ripped in half. Wow.
Yeah.
We are breaking down walls on this podcast.
Somebody's going to be like, oh, there's a Rickers by my house. They're like,
Hey, wait,
oh,
no.
Cool. You think they'll accept it if I tape it back together?
Ooh.
It's not even.
Oh,
but think about this quality here. I'm not strong.
Yeah.
I just ripped a card in half.
Oh man, there's a Rickers by my house, Eric. What are you doing?
Yeah.
That's
so.
wow.
In hindsight,
no, it was symbolic is what that was.
I don't regret it.
Okay, good.
What's in your wallet, Jacob?
So actually, this fact that I'm about to present to you is in itself unfortunate and ironic. So the reason I asked this question is because it prompted an adventure that I went on. Two of my buddies and I say buddies and you assume it's a guy, which, do you do that? When I say, hey, I'm going to go hang out with my buddy.
I don't really hang out with girls.
Okay.
So I guess
On a different note?
yes, but
You know what I mean?
yeah.
Like if a woman said, I'm going to go hang out with some buddies.
Yeah.
You
Or
would-
some guys.
Some
you
guy,
know?
you know? Yeah,
Hanging
anyway.
with
my
bros.
I was with 2 friends, one a guy and one a girl.
Yeah.
We were at a McDonald's and we found someone's wallet, and we were like, we should figure out who owns this and return it to them. Went through their wallet, nothing interesting. It was their ID, it was a couple cards, no cash, and we were like, it kind of prompted this. We couldn't tell anything about this person by what was in their wallet.
Yeah.
So we returned it. We found the guy, we gave it to the McDonald's cashier and assume that it's returned to this guy. So we did something very similar where we looked in each other's wallets, and in my buddy's wallet, the guy one.
Is this Mr. Garrett?
This is Garrett Looker.
What a looker.
In Garrett's wallet was a coupon for a Whataburger that he was given for like answering a math problem correctly in like the 5th grade.
What?
So it was it was one of the teachers going like, great job. Here's a Whataburger coupon.
Yeah.
Kind of thing.
That's so funny. Instead of like candy.
It's like he's giving us trash.
Yeah.
But he said, we were like, well, where's a Whataburger? I've never even heard of Whataburger. We looked it up, and the closest one, where do you think the closest Whataburger to Muncie, Indiana is?
Tennessee.
Birmingham, Alabama is where the closest
Is that like
Whataburger is.
9 hours.
It's a 9 hour drive.
Yeah.
And I know that because we did it. So that we picked a couple days and we said, we need to fulfill this quest that has been given to you.
Yeah.
9 hour drive, pretty straightforward, to Birmingham, Alabama, where we, used this coupon. And on the way, halfway there, we realized it had expired. Like multiple years had gone by. But we were, so determined and yada, yada.
Yeah.
And toward the end of the drive, I was getting a little mad. I was like, why did we do this?
Yeah.
This was a dumb...
This doesn't make any sense.
I could not explain this to someone and, it'd make me sound reasonable. So we get there, and Eric, I have never been so excited to see a fast food sign. We get there, 8.5 hours in.
Whataburger.
And I go, there's the light at the end of the tunnel. It's right in front of me. Exit, 9.
Yeah.
Pull off. It's 1 a.m., but they're open 24 hours, so it's okay. Get in there.
So it's high quality stuff.
I don't know what I was expecting, but it was on par McDonald's quality situation. Yeah, that's what a Whataburger. It's just a different region.
Yeah, so you just drove 9 hours to eat at a McDonald's.
Yeah.
Did they even accept your expired coupon?
So we get in there, and Garrett goes, hey, we have this coupon, and we just wanted to bring it home. You really built it up. It's expired, but we've had this in our way. We basically explained our
trip.
spiel. Yeah.
Yeah.
And they accepted it graciously.
So you can just go into places with expired coupons and say that you drove 9 hours to get there, and then they'll accept it.
I think that's what we learned is
Cool.
if you have some ridiculous backstory.
Well, it would have been funny if they didn't accept it, and they were just like, it's expired, sorry guys. And then you're like,
but
listen.
Do you know what I've been
Yeah.
through to get this coupon here?
Wow. See, like, I don't think I've ever done anything that is that spontaneous.
It's the most I've done. And the thing is,
It's pretty spontaneous.
A little bit, yeah. It had some amount of planning, but it really made me want to not do anything like it again.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, that was fun and it was spontaneous, and it's like a neat thing to tell people.
Yeah.
But like,
Not worth it?
like the idea of getting in a car and driving, 10 hours west to get to, or east to get to like an In-N-Out or something.
West.
Yeah.
West Coast.
Just like doesn't excite me.
Right.
I don't know. I think it was the buildup of what could this restaurant look like.
Right.
Yeah.
And what if it
was the mystery?
Really great?
It was bougie.
You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like, then you'd be like, it's still not worth it.
That
There's
was
like you
maybe
spent
Chick-fil-A-esque quality.
you spent way more money on this burger.
This burger cost me $300 in gas.
Did you stay in a hotel?
So we
Or
had.
did you just turn around?
No, so we actually I have a friend who was going to college there, so we stayed in her dorm with her. So it worked out very nicely.
Yeah.
It was she. I think she was like a 40-minute drive from the Whataburger.
So you get in there and you're like, all right,
Listen, yeah,
let's get back in the car.
yeah. Drove home. Yeah, most spontaneous I've ever been. I would prefer some amount of planning or
Yeah.
a bigger goal.
Yeah.
on a next
Yeah.
trip similar
Yeah.
to that.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
I don't even know what's in Birmingham, Alabama.
A Whataburger
A Whataburger.
is in Birmingham.
Maybe a
Alabama.
couple.
It was in one of the. It was in one of those like strip mall things.
Yes.
So like
so you pull up.
it was literally
so
a burger
classic.
restaurant on the
That
side
is
of the
so
road.
classic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So to figure that out, what time are we looking at here?
We're at 52,
52.
53.
Okay. Yeah. Well, we don't have to do it now. We can try to squeeze in one more thing, but I hate to hype up this last commercial, but
Yeah.
I was cracking myself up about it.
You know what? We're about at an hour.
Yeah.
For episode 1,
Good call.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think
this might
if-
be worthy of a discussion too
if
afterwards.
we yeah, let's lay it
Let's
on.
hear
me.
it. Okay. The Breath of Fresh Eric and Jacob I'm going to mess that up. The Breath of Fresh Eric and Jacob podcast is brought to you by Charmin Ultra Toilet Paper. So strong that grizzly bears use it to floss their butt cheeks.
Yeah. You're really excited about that one?
I wrote it. I was cracking up. I mean, so the way I came about these is I was literally skimming the Target weekly ad, and I was like, what's kind of some ridiculous, maybe not ridiculous, but like things you could pick on, right?
Right.
And I thought about all the Charmin commercials, and it's literally like wild animals have acquired this toilet paper and deem it worthy of them to use.
And it doesn't fragment on their hairy bottoms.
Yeah. So like what, as consumers looking at the ads for Charmin Ultra toilet paper, am I trusting the credibility of bears?
Right.
For what? Tissue paper? I'm sorry. What do they call it? Bathroom tissue?
Bathroom tissue?
Yeah.
Like my butt isn't as hairy as theirs. Maybe if my butt was that hairy, regular toilet paper might just,
That's not
crumb off into my butt. You know what I mean?
Gosh, whatever. It's not I was more thinking about like, what have we come to as a people, where it's like, we're like, yes, a grizzly bear's using that. It must be good for me.
Yeah, I don't even know why we advertise toilet paper. Because like people buy it.
Yeah, you need. Are you gonna not use toilet paper?
And it's like how much money you're gonna spend on the toilet paper.
Yeah.
It's like I go and I see like $10 for 2 rolls of toilet paper. Like, let me go a bracket down.
Yeah. It should be bears that are excited about the low price of Charmin Ultra toilet paper.
Exactly.
Not them using it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because bears don't even use toilet paper.
Yeah. In the first, and is it cute?
They've got anal glands. They don't need toilet paper. Come on now. It's like if dogs were using toilet paper.
That took a direction I was not anticipating.
But the thing about toilet paper is that it's kind of gross.
Yeah. I mean, what's happening with it.
And
so what
gotta use a baby wiper too. You know what I'm saying?
Do you remember from Deadpool when they talked about that? It was when Matt Damon had his cameo. And they compared it to like a 4-course meal, like the order that you use toiletry products.
No, I don't remember that.
Yeah,
at
so
all.
it was like he compared then you use, the wet wipe as your dessert. Like it's really, disgusting, but that's what you're doing is making me think of that.
I want one of those, toilet lids that sprays your butthole with water. Cleans you out. I've heard that just makes you feel like $1 million. Makes you feel like a superhero. That's what I've heard. That's what I've heard. You sit on there and then afterwards you're like, I feel so clean. And then when you go to the bathroom, like you gotta take a dump somewhere in public.
Yeah.
And you gotta use translucent toilet paper.
Yeah.
You just can't even handle it. You gotta run home and sit on your bidet. But yeah, I'm on the wet wipe train right now. Okay. So I wanna take it to that next step. I'm going to start traveling with wet wipes.
Oh.
It makes everything so much better.
Yeah, it does. The thing is, I'm not disagreeing with you. This is just not a conversation I was prepared to have.
Well, we're having it, Jacob. Yeah.
Oh, dear.
So?
Breath of fresh air, and Jacob. Go get...
Yeah, so, that was episode 1. Mm-hmm. We don't know if we're going to release it.
Yeah.
The first episode that's released might be episode 3.
Yeah.
And you'll never know.
Yeah.
But this is happening right now.
This will be that bonus content.
But we do.
Mm-hmm. Coming at you.
We're really ahead of you this whole time.
You're playing our game.
Yeah. By listening to this at this point, you're either really committed or we knew that you were going to be here.
Or we got you.
Yeah, we totally got you. And you can't escape.
Cool. Shall we shut it down?
Yeah, we shall. Yeah. See you next week, I guess. There we go.
Boom.
That was the outro song.
Well, that was great.